Dear beloved soul, it's so good to connect with you again. I'm really glad you found your way here today. Whether you've heard messages like this before or this is all new to you, I want you to know that you're hearing this for a reason. Something wonderful is happening in your life, and the angels, the universe, have guided you here. There's a special message just for you, one that heaven really wants you to hear. And we're going to explore it together now. Get ready to be surprised in ways you can't even imagine. Yes, this is for you. The angels are saying a big change is coming, a wonderful turnaround, a moment of unexpected good things. What's on its way will help you understand everything you've been through. So listen closely, because what you hear today might be the very confirmation you've been praying for. Before we dive in, I encourage you to truly open up to this message. As we start, do something powerful. In your heart, say, I receive. When you say that with faith, you're agreeing with the good things spoken for your life. You're saying, yes, I believe this is for me. So affirm, I receive, in your spirit, and let your faith make space for the wonderful surprise heaven is about to reveal. Now, dear one, just take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Quiet your mind. Listen to this as if it's being spoken softly, straight to your heart. The angels are saying, you're about to be surprised. Here's what you can look forward to. There are times when it feels like the divine isn't showing what they're doing, but their love is always there. You might not have seen signs of the divine working recently. It might seem like your prayers have just echoed back in silence, but the Spirit says, I've been working behind the scenes. What felt like a delay was actually divine protection and getting things ready for you. What's coming isn't small. It's not subtle. It's not even something you would have known to ask for. The surprise that's headed your way will leave you speechless in the best way possible. You won't be able to explain it with logic. It'll only make sense through faith. The angels show me you've been tested in a quiet season. There have been people around you who didn't understand your path or your dreams. You may have even doubted them yourself. But dear one, let me tell you, heaven never forgot the promise over your life. Not for a moment. The vision wasn't canceled. It was just under construction. Remember the word from Isaiah 43 verse 19. Look, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Don't you see it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. That's exactly what's happening now. A new thing, a breakthrough where you thought it was all over. The angels say there's going to be a surprise reunion for someone listening. Someone you care about, who perhaps drifted away, is feeling a pull to return. This might be someone you used to love, someone who disappeared without explanation. But the divine is saying, I am not finished writing that chapter. What was left unfinished is about to be completed. Peace is coming to that situation. The surprise also involves resources. A financial increase is being arranged even now. Maybe a contract, a business opportunity, a job offer, or even an inheritance will find its way to you. And it's not just for you. It's going to bless others through you. You've been faithful with little, and now you're being trusted with more. Proverbs 18 verse 12 tells us, before a downfall the heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. You've walked through humbling times. You've known what it feels like to be overlooked. But the angels say, now it's your time to be honored. Expect doors to open without you even knocking. People you've never met will mention your name in important places. Expect favor that feels almost unfair, because the divine is about to surprise you with what you didn't earn, but were destined for. Someone listening right now is worried about their living situation. You might be in transition or praying for a safe place. The angels are showing me a move, but not one that will leave you unsettled. This move is an upgrade. This is the divine placing you in a new environment to match your new self. You've outgrown your old surroundings. The surprise here is you didn't lose a place. You gain a promise. Matthew 6 verse 33 reminds us, but seek first the kingdom of God and divine righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. That all these things part is what's being activated in your life right now. You've sought the divine first. You've worshiped when you felt weak. You gave when you had little. You believed when it was hard. And now the additions are coming. Expect to receive what others thought you didn't qualify for. The angels say, your name is being whispered in divine circles. You're about to be called, chosen, lifted up, and repositioned. A sudden shift is coming that will reveal the truth about your purpose. And I need to tell you this. The surprise won't come in the package you expect. Don't limit the divine to what you can recognize. The miracle might wear a disguise. Stay in tune with your spirit. Your intuition will be your guide. Jeremiah 33 verse 3 says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Yes, that includes hidden things you never knew were being prepared for you. Dear one, you've been sowing seeds quietly, faithfully, maybe without any applause. But the divine saw every tear, every act of obedience, every time you showed up for others, even while you were hurting. And here's what the angels want you to know. The harvest is coming, and it's coming in an unexpected form. You're about to be surprised by joy. You're about to be surprised by restoration. You are about to be surprised by divine timing that shows up at what seems like the very last second, yet it will be right on time. Someone needs to hear this. The rejection was protection. What you thought was a loss was really a redirection. Don't mourn what? Walked away. Something better is walking in, and it will arrive suddenly. Romans 8 verse 28 promises us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love God, who have been called according to divine purpose." You didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. And you're not too late. The divine who started your story has already written your next chapter. And the next page begins with a surprise that will change everything. You might be saying, "But I don't see it yet." And that's okay. Remember Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not already moving toward you. Faith sees what your eyes cannot. And let me tell you this because the angels are making it clear. The person hearing this who feels forgotten, you are not forgotten. You are hidden for now, but not forgotten. You are preserved, not punished. You are being prepared in secret for a public unveiling. Just as David was anointed long before becoming king, you too are being equipped in private before you're lifted up in public. The surprise will touch every area of your life. It will heal what broke you. It will restore what left you. It will elevate you without explanation. And you will stand back and say, "Only the divine could have done this." Psalm 126 verses 5 to 6 speaks to this. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. Your season of weeping is turning into a season of reaping. And that reaping will begin with the surprise heaven has tailor-made for you. Now, if you felt this word confirming something in your spirit, I invite you again to let it truly sink in. Acknowledge it. Doing so is like telling heaven, "I'm ready." And affirm in your heart once more, "Blessed and ready," because that's exactly what you are. And dear one, as your heart opens more to the Spirit, you'll begin to sense what others miss. You'll feel the gentle tug in your soul when the divine is about to do something new. You'll sense the stillness before the miracle, the peace before the promise, and sometimes, yes, the chaos before the breakthrough. These moments are not random. They are designed. They are ordered. And they are speaking. This surprise that is on its way to you may not come wrapped in gold or revealed in a loud, dramatic way. It might show up as a quiet opportunity, a conversation that shifts your path, a divine connection, or maybe even a test, one that reveals how much you've grown in faith and patience. It may be something you've prayed for, or something even better that you never knew to ask for. Remember Ephesians 3 verse 20 tells us that the divine is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. That means your expectations are just the beginning. The divine surprises go way beyond them. You might not see it yet, but something is aligning. The divine has heard the silent prayers, the whispered hopes, and the angels are moving on your behalf. The Spirit says you are not forgotten. You have not been ignored. There's something about the way you kept believing through the trials that has positioned you for a surprise reward. Have you noticed how the divine sometimes waits until the moment you stop trying to figure it out and simply surrender? That's when things move. That's when the door swings open. The angels are saying, be still, stay ready. The surprise is already scheduled. You don't need to chase it. You only need to stay in position. Isaiah 30 verse 18 says, therefore the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore God rises to show you compassion. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for God. Beloved, this surprise will not only bless you, it will shift how you see yourself. It will remind you of your value, your divine identity. The divine has been teaching you to expect more because the divine has been preparing you for more. You've outgrown what used to fit. You're stepping into a new spiritual size where your spirit can breathe, where your gifts are welcomed, and where your worth is not questioned. The old version of you wouldn't have handled this next blessing. But the new you, the healed you, the you that has walked through fire and still prays boldly, you are ready. I want you to receive this in your spirit. You don't have to force what's next. You only need to flow with the Spirit. The angels are making preparations behind the scenes, orchestrating divine meetings and blessings that have your name on them. These aren't ordinary moments. They are sacred appointments. You won't miss them if you remain aligned with faith, gratitude, and trust. Now, let's pause for a moment, not in fear or doubt, but in reverence. Because when heaven speaks, the wise listen. And the angels are speaking clearly right now. They're saying that within the next 7 to 14 days, some of you will receive a confirmation, a clue, or even the actual surprise. It may be something physical like unexpected money, a job offer, or a move. For others, it may be an internal shift, a deep, undeniable knowing that something has changed. Yes, you've had days where you almost gave up. Nights when your pillow held the tears no one knew about. You've said, Divine Source, how much longer? You've asked, when will it be my turn? And you've seen others receive their blessings while you waited in silence. But the angels are whispering now, your turn is coming, and it will come quickly. Habakkuk 2 verse 3 promises, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. It hurries toward the goal, and it will not fail. Though it lingers, wait for it, for it will certainly come, it will not delay. Some of you may be in a season of hiddenness right now. You feel overlooked, unseen. But let me tell you this, the divine hides those being prepared. The divine covers what is being crafted. And when it is time, nothing and no one can block your unveiling. The surprise that is about to enter your life isn't just for your comfort. It's for your calling. It's for your clarity. It's for your confidence. And it's coming. Angels have seen how hard you've worked. They've witnessed your silent obedience. The times you gave even when you were barely holding on. The times you forgave when it was easier to hold a grudge. The times you praised when it felt like nothing was changing. You may not even realize it, but that obedience created a ripple in the spiritual realm. And now blessings are echoing back to you. Some of you will be surprised by restoration. A relationship you thought was over may be revived, but only if it serves your growth and your destiny. Others will be surprised by a financial breakthrough. Unexpected provision will come through a source you didn't even consider. It will feel like it came out of nowhere, but it didn't. It came from heaven. And for some, the surprise will be love. A soulmate you didn't think existed anymore will appear, and they will not only love you, they will understand your soul. This is why you couldn't settle, why you had to walk away from what looked good but didn't feel divinely sent. Because the real thing, the divine thing, is coming. And it will surprise you how easy, how peaceful, and how right it feels. Proverbs 10 verse 22 reminds us, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. This doesn't mean you won't work or sacrifice. It means that what is from the divine carries a peace the world cannot give. So, if you're taking this in, I want you to declare this in your heart right now. Blessed and ready. Yes, blessed because you're chosen. Ready because you are aligned. This declaration isn't just for show, it's for agreement. When you affirm it, you're not just thinking, you're testifying. You're stepping into spiritual agreement with the prophetic promise that something good, something divine, something entirely unexpected is on its way to you. Sometimes surprises from the divine come with a shift. People may move out of your life. A door you were holding open too long may close. Don't fear the loss. The angels want you to know that divine subtraction often leads to divine multiplication. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. Isaiah 43 verse 19 says, "See, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" Dear one, the new thing is already in motion. You may not perceive all of it yet, but the roots are breaking through. The soil of your past is giving way to the seeds of your future. This surprise will confirm what your spirit already knows, that the divine has not forgotten you, that every delay was divine, that every detour was a setup, that your name is still on heaven's list. I know you've probably grown tired. You've fought battles in silence. You've poured from an empty cup, but don't you give up now. You're closer than you think. The last few feet of the journey are often the hardest because any negativity knows you're about to step into promise. But the angels are surrounding you. The Spirit is strengthening you, and your obedience is working for you. Psalm 30 verse 5 declares, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." For someone listening right now, your morning is closer than you think. You may not even realize that the sun is already rising in your situation, that the darkness you've been walking through is lifting. And that surprise, that divine turnaround, it's going to remind you of who you are and who your divine source has always been. The divine is still the God of suddenlies. The God who turned Joseph from a prisoner into a leader in one day. The God who turned Ruth from a grieving widow into a redeemed partner. The God who turned Paul from a persecutor into a messenger. And the same divine is writing your story right now. This isn't just inspiration, it's revelation. So listen with your spirit. The divine is saying that what you are about to walk into will make sense of what you've walked through. This surprise won't just be a moment. It will be a marker, a turning point, a divine reminder that the divine is still in control, still working behind the scenes, still faithful to every promise spoken over your life. Angels have been dispatched, doors are being opened, delays are being reversed, and what you thought was over is being reborn. What felt like an ending is becoming your beginning. If this is speaking directly to your spirit, take a moment to let this message of hope and heavenly direction settle in. If this message is confirming what you've already been feeling, hold on to that. There are more divine revelations waiting for you, more insights that will help you walk by faith and not by sight. And as we continue, take a deep breath and receive this in your spirit. Everything the divine is preparing for you is coming together, not by accident, but by divine order. What you've been waiting for is already in motion. And not only is it coming, it's coming at the perfect time. The angels want you to know that even the waiting season wasn't wasted. In fact, the waiting was part of the surprise. You see, when you thought the divine was silent, the divine was actually organizing. When you felt alone, angels were surrounding you. When you felt like nothing was moving, heaven was shifting things behind the scenes. Every not yet from the divine was a get ready. Every delay was a divine reset. And now, dear one, your life is aligning with a surprise that's not just going to bless you, but redefine how you see favor, how you experience love, how you walk in purpose. This surprise might come through a person, someone you've not even met yet, or someone from the past returning with new wisdom and a transformed spirit. It may arrive in the form of provision, a business idea, a new job, a financial breakthrough that opens up options you never thought you'd have. For some, it'll be the healing you've prayed for. The pain you thought would never go away will lift, and peace will take its place. You'll feel it first in your spirit, a sudden calm. Then in your emotions, a new hope. Then in your environment, things starting to shift. Watch how people begin to treat you differently. Watch how old relationships begin to either fade or strengthen with clarity. You'll see that those who are assigned to your next level will naturally be drawn to you, while those who can't go with you will quietly drift away. Don't resist it. That's part of the surprise, too. The angels are showing me that some of you are about to walk into spaces you never thought you'd enter. Conversations will happen that you once only dreamed of. A stranger may become the vessel the divine uses to open a door that's been locked for years. And when it happens, don't question your worthiness. Don't hesitate. Step into it boldly. This is the moment you've been prepared for. It's no accident that you're hearing this message right now. The Spirit led you here. You've been receiving signs, numbers, dreams, songs, messages like this one. And now it's time to pay attention. You're not just going through life anymore. You're being guided, elevated, taught how to steward the new level that's coming. Some of you will notice that your desires are changing. What used to excite you no longer does. You're craving peace, not noise. Truth, not surface-level talk. Divine alignment, not just human connection. That's because the divine is upgrading your spirit. Your discernment is increasing. You're no longer content with crumbs when the divine has prepared table. This surprise, it's not random. It's a result of faith, a result of obedience, a reward for the tears you cried in silence, for the choices you made in private to stay faithful, to stay kind, to stay rooted in goodness. The world may not have seen those moments, but heaven did. And now it's heaven's turn to respond. And dear one, when it comes, it won't just be one thing. It'll be a series of blessings, a chain reaction of answered prayers. Things you forgot you even prayed for will begin to appear. Doors you didn't even knock on will open. And peace, deep soul-level peace, will become your new normal. You'll notice something else, too. The more you trust the divine, the less anxious you'll feel. The more you surrender, the more you'll receive. The more you give thanks for what's on the way, the faster it comes. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles. Start thanking the divine now, even before the surprise fully arrives. Praise is your preparation. Some of you may feel like you're not ready, like your past disqualifies you, like your mistakes are too many. But listen, grace covers what guilt wants to expose. Mercy rewrites what shame tries to hold over your head. You're not disqualified. You are chosen. You are redeemed. You are still the one the divine wants to bless. And to those who feel like they've been forgotten, the angels want to remind you of this. Even when others overlook you, the divine sees you. Even when people walk away, the divine draws near. Even when doors close, the divine builds new ones. You haven't been overlooked. You've been hidden for protection and preparation. But now the covering is lifting. It's time for the unveiling. So prepare your heart. Clean out the spiritual clutter. Forgive those you've been holding in your heart. Release bitterness. Let go of old disappointments. Because what's coming can't be received with full hands. You have to let go of the old to receive the new. You have to trust that what the divine has next is not only better, it's right. And for those who have felt stuck in cycles, stuck in fear, stuck in places where nothing grows, this is your message. The cycle is breaking. The pattern is ending. The shift is starting, and the surprise is on the way. But don't just wait for it. Worship for it. Don't just wish for it. Walk like it's already yours. Because in the Spirit, it already is. Right now, as you're listening, I encourage you to speak life. Speak faith. Declare, something good is coming to me. I receive heaven's surprise. I am ready for the divine's best. When you speak it, you activate it. When you believe it, you prepare for it. And when you prepare, you receive. The angels are saying some of you will have confirmation within 72 hours. For others, it may take a few weeks, but you'll know. There will be no confusion. There will be no striving. The doors that are for you will open smoothly. The blessings meant for you will find you with peace. And the people who are assigned to walk with you will come with clarity and love. This surprise will not just be material. It will be spiritual, emotional, transformational. It will bring laughter back to your life. It will restore hope in your soul. It will soften the places that became hardened from past pain. And it will remind you deeply and clearly that the divine is still writing your story. So hold on, dear one. Don't give up now. Don't settle. Don't let any negativity convince you that nothing is coming. That's the biggest lie, because something is coming. And not just something small, but something that will echo into your future. Something that will confirm everything the Spirit has whispered to your heart. Something that will bless not just you, but generations after you. You are chosen. You are favored. You are covered. And you are about to be surprised in the most beautiful way. If this message touched your heart, please share its spirit with someone who needs a word of encouragement today. Maybe a friend, a family member, someone who feels like giving up. Be the vessel that spreads light in their darkness. You are part of a community now, one of faith, of hope, of divine alignment. If these messages bless you, comfort you, or help you hear more clearly, know that your openness helps to continue this flow of divine encouragement. Thank you for spending this sacred time with us. You are loved, you are covered, and you are never, ever alone. Until next time, stay faithful, stay expectant, and stay ready because heaven's surprise is closer than you think. Blessings to you. Amen.